Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to this pick a card reading. There are a few specific messages that you should expect to get from your reading in this video. But what is destined to happen in your life is one. For those of you who've been seeking clarity or truth about a situation, or perhaps you're just waiting for something, how much longer will you have to wait? So as usual, choose your group based on the card or the crystal or the timestamp. So group number 1 is a Phantom Angel Quartz. Group 2 is a Rainbow Obsidian. Group 3 is the Yellow Calcite. And group 4 is the Turquoise. And I trust that you usually choose the crystals or the groups that resonate the best with you. So choose yours and let's get started. Group 1. Hi, Group 1. If you were drawn to this image, love, the number 33 might be a significant number for you. And the crystal is the Phantom Angel Quartz. Let's just leave the title at what is destined to happen for you on this path that you are on. Well, it's obvious. Love is destined to happen for you, but it starts with self-love. And 33 is a master number of creativity and creative expression. So the very first message coming off of this card and this image, it's reminding you in each and every moment when you are creating more love in your own life, then more love is going to start showing up in your life that supports you too. But I feel like you're on a master path, meaning a path of mastery, learning how to best use your own creative self-expression. When you walk the walk and you talk the talk, reality has no other option but to match what you are owning. It has no other option but to match you and what you're choosing. So let me put the crystal over here. I'm laying out cards differently in this video than I have in the past. I think I want to go, no, let's just put this up here. Good idea. Because, where's my other deck? What more does Group 1 need to know about this destined path that you are currently on? You're already on this path. You've already chosen the path that you are on. Oop. So what do you need to know more specifically? Let me put this over here. Ace of Cups, of course. Open your heart. 6 of Swords. Okay. Wow. Interesting, you have the number 6. This card also resonates with the number 6, but you have the option to choose love over fear. Emotions have a lot to do with this as well. And maybe right now you chose this pile because possibly you are struggling with your emotions. Maybe you know what you are deserving of, and you're very loving, and you want to experience love in your life. However, at this moment in time, the Phantom Angel Quartz is saying the fastest way for you to rise above your current situation or reality and everything that you're not necessarily enjoying is to align with and attune with angelic frequency. That's the unconditional love that's waiting for you to open your heart. And this will keep you on a higher path, the road to mastery and mastering your own creative expression, which in fact will change your reality. So again, reality changes when you change what you're focusing on and when you change what you love. But if you're focusing on what you don't love, what you don't want, what you fear, then guess what? It's very possible you're keeping yourself stuck in that same reality, right? It's like Groundhog Day over and over and over. So let me pull some more cards. Let's go to my random deck next, just to see what kind of a cycle or the frequency or even a single specific message that is important for you to hear. I feel like, okay, maybe two. Maybe two cards. Interesting. So the lesson you're currently lessing, the lesson that you're lessing, right? I can't even talk. The lesson you're currently experiencing. Every day, every moment, you have the opportunity to say no to something. So life is teaching you right now. I love the fact that this ace, it's a repeating opportunity. 15 in numerology, by the way, is a lucky number. But maybe, even if just for today, if you can find a way to balance your emotions, you'll realize that everything that keeps showing up for you, it's trying to teach you something. But you're on a transitional path at the moment. The number 6 also resonates with your vision, a vision of love, Venus, relationships. What's really important, and especially for those of you who are waiting for something to manifest, waiting for something to happen, this path is destined to happen for you, Group 1, because you're already walking this path. And maybe you're not realizing that in every moment, life is trying to teach you, life is trying to remind you to love yourself. Choose you first. If you're not feeling good in your own skin or your own life, then what else is there? So you also have the option to communicate with the Ascended Masters as well. Let's pull. Here, I want to pull, hang on. I have all my cards off to the side. I told you this was detailed. Okay, teaching, practicality, it's important to create a structured daily routine that allows you to focus on and nurture everything that you love. And honestly, this is something that I've shared with many people in the past, even through coaching or workshops. You have the ability to create a life that you love for yourself, but it not only requires repetition. I'm trying to fix this so that you can see. It requires repetition. The only way to manifest what you're really desiring is to continue to reaffirm it every day. If you need to reaffirm it in every moment, then that's what you need to do. You are in control of this transitional path that you're on. I'm hoping in each moment you can remember to choose to love yourself. If you can't love other people or the situation or the community that you're living in, just send love to it. And that love frequency with the angels will resolve any kind of conflict and issues. It has the power to separate you from the conflict so that you can just experience more unconditional love in your daily life, in your reality. I don't know how long any of you have been following my channel, but I'm hoping that you realize that really what I'm hoping to do for anyone who finds my videos is to help you remember that you have the power to change your life. You have the power to change your reality. But you also need to realize that it's up to you to choose, to make that decision. You know, enough is enough. And change everything that you're focusing on. Look, you've got another number 3 here. Be flexible, incorporate change. Okay, some of you may have just gotten stuck there because some of you, especially if you have 4 in your birthday numbers, some of you may not want to change anything, or maybe some of you need to keep a daily routine or a practical goal. But keep in mind, if you're not currently enjoying your life in any way, shape, or form, there's something that you have to change. Even if it's how you feel. Change what you believe, change what you think, change what you're feeling. Change what you're focusing on. Oh, I'm going to use, let me use this deck next. Group 1. Wow, the cards are trying to get away. So this is the path you're currently on. The more you can open up and just love and honor you and allow you to just start making the choices that honor you. There's another 6. Everything right now is trying to help you find a balance between your emotions, your body, your mind. Fears can be resolved when you send love to that. Because when your love and the love of yourself and your life is more powerful than the external fear, then that devil energy it doesn't have any more impact over your life anymore. Unless you allow it. But you don't have to allow fear to rule the day. Right. So balance your energy, your mind, your emotions, your actions, your intentions with spiritual. Align it with something higher. This is, right, the universal energy that. Open up your heart and establish this connection with the angelic realms or something higher. It's there waiting for you. It's there waiting to teach you. Whether this is ascended masters, whether or not you believe in angels, everything is a frequency. Everything is a consciousness. And at any given time, you have the power to choose to align and communicate with whatever it is that you feel will help to lift you out of this funk that you seem to be in. And I don't really know what kind of funk you're in, but that was the best word that I can describe this. So let's move along to the next deck and get some more information. So this is clarity, truth, and very specific information, right? So there's something that you're fearing that's keeping you stuck. So this keeps coming up. It may have been something that happened in the past, but there's something that you fear that is keeping you stuck in this current reality. And remember, you have the power to free yourself from everything. If you believe in yourself, if you love yourself enough, do you believe that you are worthy enough to be living a life that you prefer? Do you believe that you are worthy enough to manifest whatever this is that you're waiting for? Oh. Of course, because you deserve this, but you also need to match the frequency that allows you to receive this abundance, this connection. The 8 is also an infinite connection, something higher. In fact, when you choose to align with something higher, ascended masters or an infinite connection or source, higher self, when you attune to that, your fears will naturally dissolve. Why? Because when you're in this higher octave, you realize that there is no death. There's only transition. You're here having a human experience, and you will continue to do so. So there are some deeper emotional sensitivities that might still be bothering you. And so this is what's most important for you to know on this path that you're on. It's destined to happen because it's this breakthrough energy that you will create for yourself that will allow you to manifest whatever this is that you're wanting to manifest. So the 888 message says, your willingness to resonate with abundance is the key to unlocking it. Trust in the limitless generosity of the universe, because what you desire is already making its way to you. What you desire, it's already destined to happen for you. You just need to match the frequency of it. The same thing I was just referring to about how to change your reality, shift your perceptions. I wanted to come to this deck. Let's just get a few more pieces of information. Okay. Jupiter and Gemini. I feel like a lot of things are going to shift for you when we're in Gemini energy. Jupiter. expansion. You've got another number 3. So you've got 333. You have 888. Technically, you have 111. If you simply stop and pay attention and look around, you may begin to notice how the numbers or other synchronicities are showing up for you all the time. I feel like it's your spirit guide, your higher self, just really trying to get your attention, to remind you that in the present moment, it's up to you what to say no to and what you choose to say yes to. And you can choose to align with something higher at any given time. It is your birthright. You can choose what you think, what you feel. And of course, indecision is what popped up when I was talking about choosing, right? Choose to trust the path that you're on. Choose to believe in yourself. I'm looking at the bottom of this. There are wings, and it looks like there's an hourglass. Oh, look at the images here, though. There's the angel on the left, and then there's someone who's really sad on the right side of the tree. Libra energy. Yeah, you have the power to choose what you think, what you believe. This is all the mix of what you're experiencing right now. I really do believe. You may be questioning something that you're hoping for. Is it even possible? Will it really even happen? And then maybe doubt creeps in and it makes you sad. It pulls you back into devil energy. And you don't have to do that to yourself. Wow. So, interesting. Here, I'm going to put this back because honestly, this card, so there may be something from the past that you lost. Something that you lost in the past that's really getting your energy down. So the same message is important here. Whenever you're ready, you have the power to lift yourself up and to start moving forward again. Some of you may have realized that life has been your teacher. Remember, you're in a transitional state at the moment. You're transitioning between an old situation and a new one, an old sense of self and a new one, or an old cycle and a new one. Everything here is reminding you to be flexible and trying to make the adjustments that are necessary so that you can balance your mind, your heart's desires, your health, your intentions, your beliefs. This is mastery at its highest level. I want to pull one more card. So once you've mastered all of this, or mastered and found a way to balance your emotions and your mind and your desires and your beliefs, and you believe in yourself, oh, look, and it comes back to love. Oh, enlightenment, the number 47. 4 and 7 is really significant here. The wild rose fairy. If you choose to believe that everything is possible, then it will be. It will start showing up for you. If you're looking for just one takeaway from this pile, this reading, the path you're on that is destined to happen is finding balance in your relationships. And the most important relationship you can have is the relationship with yourself, with your higher self, with your spiritual team. Once you have established a wonderful relationship within, then everything else is naturally going to gravitate towards you, to the point where you probably won't even have to just sit or wish for anything, because you're naturally going to be attracting the experience that you are destined to have next. See, life happens from you. What you believe, what you're thinking, what you're experiencing, what you're choosing. So I hope you choose you. Group 1, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click the like button. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 2. If you were drawn to the Rainbow Obsidian Crystal, welcome to your Pick a Card reading for today. So what is destined to happen for you? This is a very detailed message and reading with multiple messages about this path that you're on, what you're destined to experience, and the details or the clarity or the truth about your situation right now in the present moment. So if you were drawn to this opening card, or the number 35 might be significant for you as well. Put this over here. Okay. Group 2. Opening. Open up and allow yourself to receive the unlimited abundance that is available to you right now in the moment. So opening up and allowing yourself to receive just simply means that many of you are probably just not feeling or believing that you are worthy of having something that you want. And that's the first step that you need to take to allow yourself to have or experience whatever this is that you want. What more do we need to know? The Prince of Discs. The Ten of Discs. So something here, well, naturally I'm going to think that you are hoping for money, but discs are basically, it's magic, it's energy, it's a gift, it's your self-worth, your values, what you value. 10 of Wands. Okay, I'm going to put this like this. Okay. There's something here, you've got 2 X's or 2 10s, technically, saying it's really important for you to rise above your current situation, to see yourself from a higher perspective, to start seeing yourself as being worthy. This is the path that you're currently on, the path that you are destined to be walking and experiencing right now. Right. Tend to the details. So what are the details more specifically? Let's find out. Tend to what details? Group number 2. Virgo energy, it's an earth energy. Oh, tend to the details, meaning if this is money, how much you actually need to feel good about yourself. Okay, tend to the details. So there's secrets here. This is a subconscious blockage that you're probably experiencing that is blocking you from having more money or earning more money. Money sometimes allows you to feel more powerful or that you have power and control over your situation. But if you're experiencing the opposite of having that, there is a subconscious block that's connected to some sort of emotional depth or an insecurity or a secret from your past. This could also be something linking to a past life that really needs to be dug up and realized so that you can clear yourself from this blockage, this whatever is preventing you from self-esteem, self-worth, valuing yourself, earning more. I don't know if you hear that noise in the background, but I was thinking, what is that noise? I'm like, oh yeah, it's Tuesday. The first Tuesday of every month, there's they test the tornado sirens. That's what's in the background. Interesting how it's like Maybe there's like a tornado with an influence inside of your subconscious memory. But these could be muscle memories or emotional depths. Again, connected to a past life. This is really deep because if you've got an X and an X, which are technically tens, 1010 is trying to get you to open up your mind, open up your heart, and to gain the higher understanding as to why you are not currently receiving what you think that you need. Oh, notice you've got number 8 and 8. So 88 is a significant number here as well. What more does group 2 need to know on this destined path? I don't know if I want that card. Get more information. Usually when I'm hesitant, yeah, this one's like, go with the flow, of course. Air knowledge. So again, everything is calling you into a higher, everything's trying to get you to see yourself from a higher perspective. Pretend like you are your own therapist, right? And start analyzing yourself. Why wouldn't you have, is there something that happened to you in the past that took your power away? It stole your power. And whether or not this is money, there's something that you're really wanting to gain more resources because it will allow you to feel that you have more power and control over your life. But what if you already have power and control over your life right now in this present moment? Why would you keep yourself in such anguish of the depths? And of course, this might be an 8th house energy that's in your astrology. And either way, this is still something, there's something that you're supposed to be detaching from. It's a dysfunctional pattern. It's an unhealthy pattern, but it's subconscious. So let's pull some more information for you. And this is like the fast track to heal yourself and to release any kind of blockages so that you're free to live your life more fully or to start enjoying your life in the present moment. So you're probably a light worker. Well, something just said, yeah, having come out of the depths of hell. I think that was in a past life, or maybe some of you might be experiencing a reality that you're not necessarily enjoying at the moment. So the very important message, as a light worker, your energy is your offering. Understand that it is not necessary for you to be a teacher, a healer, or a guide to serve the light. You are the light, and you are simply serving by existing. So when you align your energy, your frequency, your beliefs. So we have pentacles, we have discs, we have fire, we have air. The only thing that's missing is water. Do you love yourself? Are you open to love? Because life is love. The universe is love. And if you're not open to love or the universe or a higher perspective of yourself, then I just revealed to you what is blocking your power. Group 2. Family, friends, and so this is spiritual energy. Honestly, maybe I want both of those. Oh, check that out. You've got the angels. Ask for help from higher power. You're the light worker. Need proof? Ask for help from the light, and it will show up in your life. And that will be your proof, if that's what you need. So we have another 8 here as well. Interesting, so you have an 888, 1010. 6 and 4 also, when you add this up, it creates a vision. So this path that you're on right now, group number 2, you are destined to realize that you are a light worker and you're already doing enough just by raising your frequency. That's really all you have to do. Once you raise your frequency to the 888 or the higher octave of, well, feeling powerful and worthy, you're naturally just going to start attracting change in your daily reality. You're going to find yourself experiencing more success, but it does require you to seek higher knowledge or to find better feeling messages or states or opportunities. This is actually a perfect message. What your cards are saying, every day find something more to be grateful for. Start worshiping that. Start practicing that. Start repeating this, everything that you're grateful for. Your energy will instantly rise. It will shift. Your heart will open, and all the resources that you need are going to start naturally flowing into your life. But you can't force it. It's a frequency. Okay, I want another. What deck am I going to? I thought I had another, so tend to the details. Here, let's just go like this. Of course, focus on the positive. So this is your one-way ticket out of the yuck. But it does require you to focus. You must focus. Repeat. And honestly, there's many of you who chose group 2, and you don't even have to go super deep to release these subconscious blocks. Simply becoming aware of them and realizing your power to choose to align with something higher is going to change everything in your life. And it starts by changing your reality. But I keep coming back to the bowl here, and it's making me think of Taurus energy. Maybe some of you are stubborn. Maybe you don't want to change anything about the path that you're on. As long as you keep staying on this present path, you are destined to continue to repeat the lesson. You're going to repeat the experience. You're manifesting the same energy, repeating itself, but just showing up in a different way. There's something here that really needs you to free yourself from. Maybe it's a mindset. Maybe it's your daily routine. Change your daily routine and the energy, the thoughts that you're focusing on, and everything else is going to change for you. Wow, okay. It's true. So I love the fact that the rainbow obsidian chose your pile, because the rainbow obsidian instantly transmutes all negativity into positivity. That's why it's a rainbow obsidian. Oh, and then the obsidian also helps connect you with past life energy if you have a pure obsidian crystal. So this path, this destined path that you're on, or what you are destined to experience, like this inspiration, excitement. Now you have another 10. 10, 10, 10. You will create a new reality for yourself that you absolutely love. So this is the queen of expression. The number 12 is a creative, it's your mind creates a new reality for yourself, the 1 and the 2. When you change what you're thinking, your perspective changes as well. It really is as simple as that. If you can get yourself to just slow down and realize, what are your thoughts or your beliefs? What are you stuck in every day that keeps repeating that you're ready to break free from? Think about that. Okay. There's you have another 10 here. So 46 46. Is 46 a lucky number for you? But it's more about your vision of love. Okay. It's really important to start recognizing the thoughts or the beliefs that you're entertaining in your mind and which ones to say no to. There might be repetitive, self-defeating thoughts, and this is probably one of the very first things you should consider becoming aware of. Group number 2, because when you start reprogramming your thoughts, which you can do, it just takes practice, you're going to change your life 100%. So I think that something's keeping you stuck in lower vibration. All you need to do is find something to help to increase your frequency. Open your heart chakra, do energy healing work with crystals. You can reprogram your mind and your thoughts and start focusing on the positive. In fact, this is the destined path that you are on. You are destined to have this experience because it's you who eventually is going to set yourself free from everything that's ever been making you feel like you're powerless. So, group 2, these are your messages. This is your destined path. Remember, you are a light worker. Work your light. Tune into the positive, the gratitude, the angelics, whatever feels better. And also remember, you don't have to become a teacher, a healer, or a guide to serve the light. You're already serving the light. And you are already serving your purpose just by existing in this higher alignment, this higher attunement. That's all you have to do. So group 2, I hope you enjoyed your video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. Have a inspirational and exciting day. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this adventure card or the yellow calcite crystal, what are you destined to experience? So this is a destined path. The path that you're currently on is already aligned with your destiny. Let me put this over here. However, there are multiple layers of messages coming through this pick a card reading today. So let's just begin, shall we? I need to move this over here. Okay, group 3. Some of you may have been looking for clarity or truth. There's definitely more specific details that are coming through each of these piles. And if you were drawn to another pile, do feel free to listen to those messages as well, because each one is very, very specific, with different frequencies and different messages and different offerings and opportunities. And wait, let me shuffle. Before I pull the cards, I'm going to just stop thinking. Stop thinking, Sabrina. Group 3, this destined path that you're on, what are you destined to experience? This one. The star. The Princess of Swords. And the Nine of Cups. Happiness. So if you're not happy now, group number 3, you are destined to find happiness. But is happiness out there? Is it somewhere else? What more do you need to know? So the star usually refers to a renewal of energy, finding a balance. This is spiritual abundance. The Princess of Swords, there's like a new perspective that is waiting for you to notice that. So you have Jupiter and Pisces energy here. The number 9, okay. Happiness, fulfillment, freedom. Well, what card do we want to pull next? Let's go to this deck. Group 3. Maybe right now, some of you are finding yourself at a choice point. Maybe you're longing to go somewhere or move somewhere or something else to happen. So, people, a milestone. Right now you're completing a lesson. Many of you, you're realizing what this lesson is. You're realizing that you no longer necessarily need other people in your life in order to move forward, to take that next step. And so this might be a challenge for you, especially if you've always had someone else around to support. But there is a new adventure on the horizon. It's a spiritual adventure that's going to bring you happiness when you choose to explore. But I feel like this is something, it's a solo journey. You're going to have to make this decision on your own. And this resonates so much with me, even because, well, it's something that I've been experiencing too. It's also something that I'm longing for too. Sense of adventure. I almost kind of feel like I want to be somewhere else, but I don't really know where to go. So you might be thinking or feeling that too. Okay. Gemini energy. Something's definitely going to be changing and shifting soon because we have some planets moving into Gemini very soon. Clear your mind. Why should group 3 clear their mind? I've already learned to clear my mind. It took a minute. It took more than a minute. Right. To stop working against yourself mentally. So there's Saturn and Taurus. Here, I'm going to put this right here. Something about your relationships, but also intuition, what you need. And I don't know if you, let me put it this way. This is how I would interpret this, group number 3. This path that you're on, this is what you're destined to experience. You're destined to travel or relocate somewhere, or you're destined to have this view at some point in your life. But it's important to clear your mind and remove the blocks or the doubts that are stopping you from having this adventure. It's stopping you from moving forward. Why? Because maybe in the past, you had others with you, and they're no longer here, and maybe you feel guilty for moving ahead on your own. Maybe you're afraid to move forward on your own. But this is the challenge. This is the path that you're on. And the very first card that came out was telling me, yeah, you don't need other people at this time in your life, or at least this path that you're walking. If there's nobody else around to distract you or this is part of the self-work that you're here to be focusing on. I think life, this path, this adventure is waiting for you to just simply choose to find the strength, the determination, and to make that choice. But at the same time, there's a spiritual energy or essence, and these might be also your spirit guides that are, these are the ones that you are taking with you. When you choose to go on an adventure and you take your spirit guides with you, Or maybe anyone who's on the other side, right? That you have lost. Actually, it's the ones on the other side, and they were probably part of your family who have passed away. They're wanting you, so they're bringing a message directly through me to you saying, wherever you go, you take us with you. Why? Because we follow you. We're always around. We see everything that you're choosing. So you don't really need to feel like you're moving forward on your own or alone, because you were definitely not alone in this. Wow. Okay. Group 3, what more? It's almost like I'm reading for myself. It's like, what more do I need to know? Right? Take action. The universe is ready to support you, but it requires your commitment. Now is the time to take decisive action and guide the events in your favor. So clear your mind from the negative or the doubts. Again, you may feel like you don't want to do this alone, but it kind of feels like this is the path that you're on and this is your destiny. So you're going to have to choose this for yourself. So be very clear about what you want to pursue next. And the universe is going to help you to manifest that. I want to pull another, wow. I want to pull another one of these cards. Let's just do it this way. These are slippery. Group 3. I feel like it's this one. False light. It's just asking you to be discerning. Oh, interesting. So there's something maybe that's calling you that it may not actually be real. Maybe you're searching for something to fulfill a void. Maybe this is why you want to go on an adventure. Maybe this is why you want to move or relocate or do something different. Maybe this is why you're looking for change. So be very discerning. Not everything is true. And so there's something that is calling you that might actually be like leading you off the path that you're supposed to be on. Okay, so clear your head. Okay, we need to go deeper here. Honestly, if you're seeking happiness or fulfillment, you have the power to do that now. Just choose to be fulfilled in your life today. You don't have to. There's like some sort of opposition. I think this opposition is in your mind. Maybe you're having difficulty choosing which path. But this pile is saying choose the spiritual path, because your spirit guides, your spirit family, the angels, your guides, and even loved ones on the other side are all here with you. So make a decision in your life as if everyone is still here, although maybe not in the physical form. I understand this might be a stretch for some of you to look at it from this perspective, but you're meant to be changing your perspective right now, perspective about yourself, what's possible, what you truly need. And maybe look at all the swords. These look like swords. Maybe what you think you need isn't really your truth. Maybe you just need to get into another space. Maybe you just need to go on a trip or take yourself on a trip somewhere. Because usually when you put yourself in a different area or a perspective, it helps you to see more clearly the path forward. So many of you might be experiencing, you might be stuck in indecision in life, not really knowing what is true, what is possible. So you're probably stuck between the old 3D lifestyle and the 5D, which is a spiritual experience. Some of you may need to see that you are already free to do whatever it is that you want to do. But now, maybe you're not sure what to choose. Oh, because there isn't another person anymore. How many of you, ask yourself this, how many of you have always made decisions in your life based on what somebody else needs? There's always somebody else around to bounce your ideas off of. You made choices, but that were also in alignment with someone else. It could have been your job, your career, your spouse, your family. So there's something here, this destined path that you're on, group number 3. You are destined, you are meant, you are supposed to be finding this complete happiness within yourself, right here, right now, in the present moment. You're the only one who can make you happy in the present moment. Wow. So let's pull some more messages for you. This one is actually resonating with me as well. Joy. Seriously? And the number 22. Oh, look, you've got 222. You have 222. This even looks like a 2. Okay, so this makes sense. This is something that I was just talking about on Patreon today. If you would like to interact with me on social media, do come and find me on Patreon. You can create a free account. I even post certain messages free for free members, but there's also so much more that you can gain and learn from. But if you want to learn more about how to change your reality, come and find me on Patreon. And my links are down below. So this is what's happening here. I want to pull some more cards, though, because I want to get some more specific detail for group number 3. The number 2 also refers to like your path is changing. There are multiple options, especially when we have some changes in Gemini that's happening soon. Astrology, planets. It might be increasingly more difficult for you to choose or make a solid decision. And I think that all of these cards right now are reminding you, asking you to clear your mind right now and set your sights on something that you really are ready to explore next. Because this is the next opportunity that's going to be showing up for you. And it hasn't been written yet because you're the one that needs to write your next adventure. 2 also asks you to see both sides of the situation. I think that was a 9, but we'll come back here. Let's just pull a random message. Well, random but very important. Oh, look at that. You've got a new beginning on the horizon. Oh, it was a 7. Oh my gosh. So trust the path that you're on right now. You have a 7 over here as well. There is going to be a significant change of events happening within the next couple of months, but you must trust the path. Open your heart. And also, remember, the universe is ready to support you. This is your spiritual connection. Your spirit guides, your higher self knows what your next opportunity is going to be. But you also have to choose it. And you're going to have to choose this path and to walk it alone. So I'm thinking many of you might be afraid to do that. Maybe you don't want to move forward on your own, but you have to. It's part of your life's purpose and your soul's evolution. So let me get a little bit more clarification. Take action on what? Or what more does group 3 need to know? Your vision. It's a spiritual vision. I wouldn't be surprised if you have entered the land of the woo. I call this 5D. Sometimes the ego no longer has control over life's direction when you're experiencing the woo. And it really just depends on your astrological transits. But Pluto, especially 12th house transits, might be affecting you spiritually. And it might also be making it increasingly more difficult for you to determine what is real, what is possible, but what is it just something that I'm trying to get away from. But really, at the end of the day, know that you have the power to make yourself happy and find fulfillment in your daily routine. If you surrender your ego to your spirit guide, your higher self, and just ask to be shown the next path, the next opportunity, this new beginning, I think your mind is getting in the way of your new beginning, right? Especially if you're doubting. And we all do this, right? It's just that not everybody talks about this kind of stuff. But I believe I've become the ultimate alchemist. Law of attraction. I definitely realized that I was changing my reality, but I chose... I started changing my reality when I started aligning with peace and harmony. I surrendered to anything that I may have been thinking about that was creating opposition or conflict in my life. I did attune to joy as well. Yeah, choose to find happiness and joy and fulfillment in your daily routine, and you'll realize that every day you're waking up to a new reality. Deep, detailed, maybe some of you were asking for clarity about your current situation, your direction. You might benefit from listening to this video again because I know I said an awful lot. Right, and be patient with yourself. Right, you don't have to choose or decide to go right now. There are blessings. Well, this is a transit that's showing up for you soon. Clear your mind. Realize there's something you're probably going to have to choose to move forward with. If you're wanting to move or relocate or do something else, you're going to have to do it on your own. But remember, your spiritual team are with you. They're always with you. They're always around you, even though you don't necessarily see them. And I understand that that in itself is a stretch for some people to believe. But what do you believe that you really need in order to feel better, happier, to experience freedom, harmony? What kind of life are you ready to start living? What kind of experiences do you wish to have? I feel like group 3, you're in the perfect spot to write a new story. You have the power to change your destiny right now. So the simple start would be choose to align with something higher and practice everything that makes you happy every day. Open your mind, ask for a sign, visualize the next experience that you want to have. Trust the path that you're on. Be sure and connect with your spirit guides. And then wait for the next sign. Wait for the next step to be revealed to you. There's definitely a new beginning on the horizon. Okay, group 3, I hope you enjoyed these messages. Again, you might want to re-listen. You have the power to change your life. That's really all this pile is wanting to convince you of. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do click the like button. Of course, if you're interested in readings at any time or you want to connect with me, check out my links down below. But have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in another video. Hello, pile number 4. If you were drawn to this fulfillment card or the turquoise. So this is destined to happen for you. The path that you're currently on is the destined path. Your destiny, you're already on this path of fulfillment. So it's my job to reveal more details, everything else that you need to know, what you're navigating at this time in your life. I'm going to lay the cards out differently this way. So group 4, some of you may have been asking for clarity or truth or more details or the next steps or what you should do next. So let's find out. I want those cards, and let me pull these as well. Queen of Discs, the Hermit. And the Six of Cups. Pleasure, fulfillment, 6/24. Right, something I was just saying, it's important for you to find fulfillment in the present moment. Create ways to have more fun in your life. Laughter. Okay, so this event, great achievement. Okay. This pile is asking you, reminding you to breathe. So you are completing a huge phase or a cycle in your life, and something new is about to show up for you. But right now so this fulfillment card is also similar to the message to accept yourself for exactly where you are at this time in your life. Accept your truth, find happiness, fulfillment. Be present. And balance. Okay. Interesting, because you have the 6. You have the 6 and the 6. And now there's the 666. So 666 is asking you to balance your energy, your emotions. This is what it says. In the world of duality, you are not here to choose sides, but to hold a frequency. Sacred neutrality allows you to witness without absorbing and to remain steady when others are swayed. So this is about balance or becoming neutral. Become the observer. I was already picking up on the message to accept yourself where you're at in your life at the moment. Allow yourself to feel fulfilled and not be distracted or triggered. Try to remain neutral. Find pleasure in your everyday tasks. Whether you are alone or not, you have everything that you absolutely need right now to find or create a happy balance. So 6, even 6 in a life path number, it's asking you to balance or to nurture yourself, but find a happy balance, a balance within your mind, balance your heart, your emotions, and balance your physical health and well-being, balance your spiritual practice. These are technically saying you have absolutely everything that you need in your life to find happiness, fulfillment, and fun in each and every moment. So I also feel like it's asking you to stop expecting things. You don't need to make a wish. You already have everything that you need. Now it's just time for you to align with it and to balance. So what more do we need to know about this energy? Okay, right. Find a creative balance. So you have Venus on this card as well, and Venus resonates with the number 6. Happiness, pleasure, balance, and creativity. You can create a daily routine that you absolutely love. So this is the path that you're on right now. In the present moment, group 4, everyone who chose this pile, this is what's crucial before that next event happens for you, that is destined to happen for you. Here, I want to pull one of these really quickly. Group 4. Work through your feelings. So emotions, important for you to balance your emotions. Work through your triggers. Okay, decisions. Some of you might find it difficult to choose. Actually, I'm thinking many of you may just have a really busy mind and it's hard for you to focus on just one thing. Oh, I get it. I get it. Because when the mind is so busy and it's hard for you to focus on one thing, what's happening right now, this destined path that you are on, you are creating your next opportunity, your next path, your next experience by everything that you're focusing on, which is why it's really important for you to become neutral. Okay. And stop expecting, meaning it's important to balance your emotion, to embody a calm presence, and just be aware and neutral, because you're manifesting experiences super fast right now. And even what you're feeling, whether it's negative or positive, you're attracting all this energy to you. So I'm going to repeat that. Your mind might be so creative. You might be clairvoyant. You might be psychic. Maybe you have a very busy, creative mind. But if you write down a list, create a daily routine to fulfill everything that you enjoy, everything that you love, realizing that you have everything that you need. You're not going to be extending out to the universe asking for something new. You're not going to be fearing something that you don't want to experience. You're just going to be simply enjoy your life in the present moment. This is how you find balance. Balance between extremes. You're meant to be having fun at this time in your life. You're meant to be living a life of ease. And this is the path that you're on. This is also your destiny. But it's really important for you to balance. Balance your mind, your thoughts. Make sure they're in alignment with your emotions, your actions, your intentions. Which is why it's just easier to make a list to indulge yourself in everything that you enjoy. Eat good food. Eat food that makes you happy. Choose words or thoughts that are fulfilling. Laugh more. Listen to music. Find ways to fill your time if you have extra time. I feel like there is something new that is on the horizon, but it's not yet manifesting yet, but you have the power to affect your destiny. So it's really important for you to, find balance and pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you want, what you fear, what you don't want, because you're attracting all of that to you. I hope this is all making sense. Okay, so group, we already had one of those cards. Let's get another clarifier. Work through your feelings. What more does group 4? So this is clarity and truth about this destined path that you are on. Okay. Right, you're going to have to take control over yourself. For some of you, access your higher mind, your higher self. I feel like pile 4, you're leveling up in your spiritual practice or in your life, your life path, your purpose, your destiny. Your life is leveling up to something better. Let's pull a few extra messages. What more does group 4 need to know? Okay, let's just take those 2. Right. Oh, that's funny. So there's King of Wands and then wait. And right now is not the time for you to take action or to spontaneously, make decisions that haven't been thought through. You can focus on your vision. You've got the number 10, the number 10. You have 7 and 7. You've got 6 and 6. There's how do I describe this? Let's pull one more card for you. How do I describe This path that you're on is calling you, it's asking you to align with something higher that you believe in. And the more you repeat this every day as a daily practice, you're going to be aligning with a higher timeline, the life that you deserve, this life of happiness, fulfillment, having everything that you need, finding pleasure in your daily routine, the people around you. I feel like you have the opportunity to shift into a 5D existence, a 5D reality, which is something that you believe because it's something that you feel, it's something that you experience. This opportunity will remove you from time or the repetition of repeating lessons. And you have another 7. 777. Honestly, simply put, group number 4, I feel like this path that you're on, your destiny is finding fulfillment, aligning with a higher self, higher purpose. For some of you, in solitude, not all of you. Some of you are you're aligning with the path with your family, having fun. But this is actually, it's the life that you deserve, that you feel that you deserve, but you can't force it to happen. You align with it by simply being in the present moment, finding happiness in all the things that you do. Don't force it. You don't have to take action, but trust that this path that you're on in your destiny, it's leveling you up into a higher timeline, a better life, more fulfilling. But this is something you kind of have to surrender to and allow it to happen for you. Oh, because honestly, the 5D can't be controlled whatsoever. Oh, now I'm remembering that I pulled the 5. I was thinking the 5th house of creativity. But you're being pulled up into a higher timeline, a frequency, a life, or a lifestyle where you have everything that you need. Everything is abundant. You're happy. You're safe. You're free. You're loved. You're having fun. Is this what they are declaring the golden age? Curious minds want to know. Actually, you're already here if you choose to realize that in the present moment. And that's really all you need to do. And this is destined to happen for you. This is the life that you have chosen for yourself. If you don't resonate, then perhaps you chose the wrong pile. So you're always welcome to choose multiple piles. This is a general reading, but the best way that I could interpret it for each and every one of you. But group 4, this is your reading. This is what's destined to happen. This is the path that you're on. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button and have an awesome day. And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.